Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for June 30th, 2024. Yeah, I got my hair in pigtail. Well, I was wearing my hat, but in here I don't want to wear the hat. It's kind of hot. I haven't been doing any video journal diaries or any chit chats or nothing because we're at this camp spot. It's called Ojo Redondo in the Cibola National Forest. So there's no data up here, no nothing. So when I get to places like this, it's kind of like a sign. Like I kind of knew there was no data, but I came anyways because, I don't need to be on my phone, and all that stuff. And it's so beautiful and green around here. The thing is, we've had a lot of days of rain and like scattered showers and thunderstorms, but nothing too dramatic. Like when we got here, it was raining. So I had to like jump inside with the dogs and I couldn't even unpack for a little bit, but it stopped and it went away. And then I was able to unpack, I brought up like 18 gallons of water because there's no water up here. I refilled my propane tank. And and it made that kind of stuff makes a trailer really, really heavy, And it's crazy because when we came up here, I followed the GPS and it took me down the craziest road. I think it was because I was coming from a direction that I didn't come from last time. But when we came up here, we came on some really sketchy road. Even when I got here, people were like, oh yeah, no, don't go that way. But we went that way. And I swear, like when I got up here, the car wasn't hot or anything, but it was like, leave me alone. Like I could tell because when it was raining, I had the windows partially down. So I had to go back in and turn it on to roll the windows up. And like I saw the engine light go on and I was just like, oh shoot. And then I rolled up the window, I turned it off, right? And so I was nervous because I had just went to Jiffy Lube and they checked everything and they said everything was fine. So, and I told them I'm coming to the mountains. I don't want to get stranded up there. And so I don't know if that light went on just because I just turned on just to roll the windows. I didn't turn the car on. But all the lights went on and I didn't mess with it. And then the next day, because I was a little worried about it. And so the next day, I saw some people that were camping over there. And I was talking to them about the road and how was the road when they came up. Because they came up the way that I remember coming up the last time. And, and so, they're like, oh yeah, it's fine. And I said, my engine light went on when I came up here. And they're like, oh, it did. And I'm like, yeah, because I came that crazy way. That's the way the GPS made me go. And so they offered a diagnostic because they had the machine or whatever. And I'm like, you know what, let me just go and turn on the car. And I turned on the car and it was fine. Like there was no lights or nothing. It's just regular. So I went back and I said, oh no, it's okay. It was just tired. I was hot or something, I don't know. So basically the car, that was the last time I turned on the car. I still haven't done it. And this is our 4th night here and we're going back down tomorrow. But there's another person that came that's staying overnight. And I'm thinking like, if worse come to worse, I'll ask that guy if he could assist me or at least get me down the hill so I can call a tow or something, right? But I think the car is fine now. It needed a rest. It got to rest for 5 days. Well, tomorrow will be the 5th day. I was only going to stay here for a couple days, but it's so nice out here, even though there were scattered showers and all that stuff, but it's like they passed and then it's blue and sunny. Like right now it's blue and sunny, but it was just raining a little bit ago, And it's warm when it's sunny. When the clouds are out, it feels nice, There were some cows the first day, second day we were here, but after that, I haven't seen any since. And we've been walking all around, up this way, up that way. I haven't made no dog walking videos. I've just been pretty much focusing on me, self-love, just relax. Read some of my book there. Met some people, talked to them, and then met this guy who came up here. and very nice people around. And then I met some other people who came up the hill because there was a camper right there, and it was there for days. And I was like, dang, nobody's even come out of that, like hopefully everything's okay. But it was another veteran guy that I met them all, and he had to go to the VA, so they just left everything up here and they were gone for a couple of days. And when I spoke to this one guy over here, he told me that there was a big mud puddle coming up, and he almost had to use 4x4 or whatever. And I'm just like, oh my God, am I going to be able to get out of here? And he says it's mud and it's not that deep, but there's mud there, and I'm just like, dang. And so when I talked to these people in the camper right here, the guy who came from the VA, I met, there one's a veteran. He was also a firefighter in the military. And then there was a woman there, and she was a firefighter. And then another guy that was, he was with them. And they were really nice people, some older people. And I asked them about, when I leave, like, am I going to be okay? Because I told them what I had. I told them how I'm pulling it. And they're like, oh, yeah, you'll be fine. Just don't go straight and take this road and that road. So I actually wrote it down, so I know I have to go 3 miles one way and then turn right. And it's kind of windy to go up to where I need to go. But they said if I were to go straight, I would hit all kinds of problems, puddles, mud, rock, just a tore up road. So they're like, just go that way. It's like 8 miles, but it's going to be okay. And I was like, all right, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. And I also got my alarm. I got to pay my storage, so I have to do that like physically now because they wouldn't take my new information over the phone. I have to walk in person and do it. So that's kind of an inconvenience for me, but I have to do that. But I don't even know where we're going next because there's no data. I can't even look for maps or nothing. I can't. The only thing I can get up here is radio. So, I listen to a little radio and then shut it off and then just, read some book, or whatever. I did a couple readings for myself because I can read for myself and then listen to them later, whatever. And they were good readings. But anyways, and then today, I was just cleaning things up and getting things prepared because I was going to leave this morning. But the day looks so nice, nicer than any day that we were here, more sunnier. I took a shower out there. It was very nice and refreshing. And I decided, I'll just leave tomorrow. I have to leave tomorrow because I have to pay the storage. I don't want them to rob me of my storage. That's how they get you, when you don't pay. And, all these storage places. I can't wait to close that thing out. Anyways, for dinner, though, I went to go talk to the fellow over there. He was cool. I've been chatting it up a little bit with him, learn about him and talk about me and just whatever, just to pass some time. And when I was listening to the radio, at least I can hear the warnings. They have that noise that comes up, and this is a warning for the area of, and they tell you about, flash floodings. I don't remember about this kind of rain and flooding over here in New Mexico. I really don't. And you know what? The weather over here is cooler than like in Arizona. I would figure it would be kind of equal, but it's not, And when I was talking to those people over there with the camper, the older people, they were like, yeah, the monsoon season. And I'm like, monsoon? Like when I think of monsoon, I think of Jumanji, when the water come rushing down and it's just terrible. And I didn't know. And you know what? Like that lady in Oklahoma said, like every state has some freaking problem. Every state has some issue. So it's like, I'm not going to find any state that's like free and, it's sunny all the time. There's always going to be a problem. That's something that I need to get over in my mind because I thought I could just find the perfect spot, but there is no perfect spot. Every place has something wrong with it. There's something here going on around here, either too much snow, we have tornadoes, then there's earthquakes, then there's monsoons, then there's hurricanes. I mean, it's, everywhere you go, there's something, and it's like, darn. So I have to find me a spot. I don't even know where I'm going to go or what I'm going to choose or anything, but I just have to keep in mind that, there's no place that's going to be perfect. So that's that. And when I was talking to him, and because they said that there was a flash flooding in like Lincoln County or something like that, so I was like, oh my gosh, are we in Lincoln County? We're on a mountain, so there's no flash flooding happening up here. All the water is going down there. You know what I mean? But I went over there and I was like, where's Lincoln? Because I want to make sure like tomorrow travel's gonna be okay for us. You know, I got a full tank of gas even. You know, like I'm set. And I'm just not sure where we're going next. I know I want to make it to a lake place in Flagstaff area. It's like maybe 20 miles from Flagstaff or something like that. So I want to go to this lake there, but that's kind of a drive. So I want to see if there's something in between, because we're close to the border of Arizona. And the guy over here on this side is telling me, oh my God, it's going to be so hot over there in Arizona. It's like, what a shift in weather, you know, that's going on. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is, you know. So we're going to, I've been in hot places before. I know how to make my own shade. I know how to keep us cool, you know, wet us down and, you know, whatever, you know. But maybe I might stop at like a state park or something in Arizona on the border or something. I don't know. I'm not sure yet because I have no data to even look. So once we get to the area where finally the internet is reaching my phone, we're going to stop somewhere because I'm going to leave early. Well, when I get up, because the weather here in this area of New Mexico is nice. It's because we're in a mountain. You know what I'm saying? So once we get down there, I've been waking up around like 6, 7, 8, you know, like that. So I'm just going to get up when I get up, put things together. Like right now, I'm kind of packing things up, kind of, you know. I was able, because I was here and by myself, and, you know, I was able to clean out all the expired stuff that's almost empty, combining things and just getting rid. Like I have bags of trash I need to throw out. And this place is really getting like whittled down and organized to where, you know, I don't have too much junk in here. Like I'm carrying stuff that I don't even need. You know what I'm saying? So I kept only the essentials, and I'm still, you know, over here it's more emptied out. I might do a little organize in here before I go, but other than that, like, yeah, we're set to go. You know, it's okay. And hopefully the car starts okay. I think it will. I think it will. I'm not going to take that way. I'm going to follow the directions that this guy told me over here. He said, just don't go straight. After 3 miles, turn right and just follow that road. It's a better road. And I was like, all right, you know, it's like 8 miles. So 3, 8. He said 11 miles until I get to a road. So I'm all right, you know, so that's how we're going to do it. And because it's washboard road here. You know, that's okay for me. I'll drive really slow. It's not like it's a high traffic area. And if somebody wants to go around, I just wave my hand out there, go, you know, go by me, you know, and they do. So that's cool, you know. And so I'll just take my time going down real slow and real easy. But when I went to go ask the guy over here, are we in Lincoln County area? He's like, oh, no, that's far from here, blah, 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 blah. Because they tell you about the flash flood warnings. So there's a lot of flash floods here. There's been a couple warnings in Albuquerque, in Lincoln County. And I think those are the only 2 that I've heard up here. Because we've only been, it's 4 nights. So 5 days, 4 nights, right? And while I was talking to him, there's like a big group back there. Like a super big group, like a big event or something. There's a bunch of cars, and a lady came from over there and said, yeah, I was wondering if you guys wanted to come and eat. We have a lot of food right here, blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking like, yeah, you know, and the other guy's like, well, I already ate. And so I was going to kind of go along with him because I didn't want to go there by myself. And then he's like, you guys have fry bread over there? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, okay, well, and so then I was like, all right, yeah, let's go. So we went over there. It was like a Navajo family. They were having a reunion of family, big family, like a lot of people. Like there was a lot of people, and there was a lot of food. And normally, like, I don't really, you know, get food from people, but it was like a smorgasbord buffet. Everybody was picking from it, so I knew I was safe, you know. Like I got a plate, and that thing was like this. piled over. The other guy picked the little things, you know. I got a big old, they wanted us to, they said, take all you can, because it was too much extra food. Like, they're packing up and leaving right now. And I can just imagine, what are they going to do with all that food? Because there's a whole bunch of food over there. I got like 2 bacon wrapped hot dogs, a pork chop, some steak. I got some fry bread because I never tried that. I got 2 pieces of that. I got a piece of cake, fried potatoes, and potato salad. And they had these chilies, like this big chilies that were like, looked like they, I think it was hatch chilies, because I think that's popular here, but they were big. They were like this big, but they were like barbecued or something. And you peel the top, and then the inside meat is nice. I took like 2 of those and a side of some sort of green sauce I saw there, some hot sauce. That shit was so good. Like, I just got done eating and I'm like, oh, you know, let me do a video journal diary. And so, like, that was a lot of food, but the dogs got portions of the meat, so they liked it too, you know, because I grabbed a lot. I ate the hot dog, the bacon wrapped hot dog with the hatch chili on there on fry bread. They had hot dog and hamburgers buns, but I saw the fry bread and I was like, oh, I'll eat the hot dogs like that. It was so good. It was so good. The food was so good. They had a lot of fruit and vegetables and salad. I didn't really get any of that stuff because I have that stuff out here already, you know, like I just wanted to try something new. Like, I basically tried all that other stuff before, but those green chilies, those hatch chilies, and the what else? The fry bread. I've never tried that before, and I wanted to try. It was pretty good. But yeah, I came back here and, you know, it was kind of cloudy and sprinkly, but like right now it's sunny and bright, and it's going to be like 5, I think. I just got done feeding the dogs because I chopped up the meats, you know, and mixed it with their foods. And yeah, we might go for a walk, and I might make a little video of this place. It's really nice up here. There's just no data, and you have to make sure that you come in a certain way. I don't know how I'm going to explain that on it, but you got to come in from the west, not from the east, because it's just the roads are tore up from the east, unless you got like some 4x4 and you're not pulling anything, you know. The one guy, veteran guy, he said, oh, you went over the, what did he call it? Because there was a big pit right there, and it was full of water, and I didn't know what was under that water, so I kind of gunned it, you know, and went through, and it was gnarly. But yeah, you don't want to come in from the west of here, or the east of here. You want to come in from the west side. So we're leaving because we're going west anyways, but there's also a specific way you got to go up too, and I don't know how I'm going to explain that, but, you know, I don't know. But I know I'm going to get out of here, hopefully. I'm just going to drive slowly and take my time, because those people said, that's a nice road. You should have no problem, you know. And I'm like, all right, you know. So, and that's going to take us to the 40, you know. But that's all I have, you know. It was a lot of excitement, a lot of fun right here. A lot of good me time and dog walking with the dogs. I didn't make a dog walking video. Maybe I might make one. I don't know. But I know I'll make a little video about this place. I kind of thought I did, but maybe I didn't. So I'll make a little mini, like, 1.5-minute video talking about this place. But the dogs really loved it. We went on 4 walks a day. Every walk, they were excited the whole time. And there's plenty of space to walk around. So, yeah, you know. But I'm Mona. This was Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for June 29, right? Gosh, you guys. June 30. Yeah. June 30th, 2024. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.